community members have described this particular institution as a slaughterhouse.
Jeremy, one, this confirms what we've been raising for the past few weeks, that the institution itself has been under poor and bad leadership, and the leadership in that institution must actually be dismissed without any other thing. Whereas we have the CEO now who is enjoying a special leave. The other thing is that also the leadership at the provincial level also has much role, because this matter was raised by ourselves, including other unions, at the shop floor level as from May, before the death started in July.
What did you raise with the institution and I would imagine local government?
We raised that the unit, which is Ward 2, the neonatal ward, it was not structurally suited to have the babies, and one, that there was increased infections that were found there by nurses that were working there, and that they must do something. That was early in May.
And what did they tell you?
No, the CEO was not willing to act. They dismissed the unions at that level because we have shop stewards at the floor level. They dismissed them until the shop stewards went into a march to march against the institution. And where's what they got? They were hit with a protection order that they must not actually march against the CEO. They must go to work. And that has been the failure of the government since then. And we've been pushing hard to say that do something about the unit, because you cannot have a unit of 61 beds having 90 babies and then you expect that good will come out of it. Worse, Jeremy, that I would tell you is that you have a 4-shift system for that unit, and the 4-shift system is covered by 12 nurses. That means per shift you have 4 nurses, and only 3 nurses can do critical work in that particular unit out of 90 babies. What do you expect? Nothing good is going to come out of there. That's why we find the community being like this. So they confirm what we've been saying, that there is a failure of leadership, there is a failure in terms of doing the correct things, standard protocols, issues of quality control. They are not there in the institution. And we have people that are leading the institution, whereas the person is a doctor. And what have they done?
What is your next move?
Look, we've been engaging with the HOD. Last week he said he's going to institute an investigation. He has placed the CEO on special leave, and they will also be investigating the former HR acting manager, because the HR manager appointed a person that was purported to be a doctor, only to be discovered that person is not even a doctor. That's why you find things like this. We have a nursing service manager who was acting. She was aloof in her position. She was never on nursing duties but doing other things. So we said that we want heads to roll so that there could be proper measures put in place to ensure that the communities of Vosloorus and Spruit receive proper health care.
Do you agree with the National Health Minister, Dr. Motsoaledi, who says that the problem will be solved if 6 new hospitals are built in the province? Surely it's more nuanced and more complex than that.
Jeremy, who is speaking? The minister. I call him a pop idol. The good that he can do is to speak in the media. Throughout his tenure, we talk almost 10 years. What has he done? What has he transformed health into? He has failed to do anything. It is not now that the ANC is in government. Since 1994 current, what have they done? You have Statistics SA, you have census, doing census every year. They should have known that numbers are going high. We are not only saving South Africa, we are saving also other countries. They haven't done anything about that. Only now that we have this outbreak, now he says, no, we need 6 new hospitals. Why hasn't he said that long before when he got into his position to say that? It is just to deflect attention as to see that he is doing something, but actually he's failing to do anything.
Should the hospital be shut down?
Look, we cannot say that because it will be reckless for us. One, there are communities that need to be saved. But what we are saying is that instead of saving costs, we have private institutions around the Ekurhuleni. We have a closed hospital in Kempton Park that has been closed. We've been saying for years that open that hospital so that it can alleviate pressure in Ekurhuleni. So those are measures that we need to look into to ensure that how do we ensure that government provides proper health care as required by the Constitution to the communities of Vosloorus, of Ekurhuleni, rather than closing the institution. That will be reckless.
Just finally, before I ask the question to you, have you yourself been into that neonatal ward?
Definitely, definitely.
Could you, in your own words, then describe to us what you saw?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. One, you have, when you go through the corridors, one, there are no ventilation. there are no windows, there are no proper mechanisms that would be able to control the bacteria within or deal with issues of cross-infection. You have babies that are sharing cribs, you have babies that are sharing beds. So it's heartbreaking. Actually, even on Wednesday, after we had a meeting in the very same hospital with the HOD, after I left, I was called to say that nurses were crying in that unit because while they were trying to save a life of another baby that passed on, the baby that they left passed on also. So they had two babies, and then they felt that they cannot handle it because it's too much for them. They don't have enough staff capacity. It's bad.
Is 6 deaths an accurate figure?
No, it's not. We have made a tally of about 24 deaths that were registered.
Since when?
Since 1st of July this year.
Klebsiella?
From Klebsiella. And we have the file numbers and the names of the babies. When we're looking for more, we found that other records have been deleted. Other files have been, we don't know whether they are destroyed or they are hidden somewhere because we've been looking for other files because we believe that the number is high. So we believe that there's some sort of a cover-up because why would they delete information or hide other files if there is nothing to hide? Because they could have made that available so that we can be able to say that, no, let's satisfy ourselves that actually 6 is an enough number. But no, truly speaking, it's not 6. It's just that they are hiding figures to look at the matter is under control.